morning. This is Karsak. Karsak KKWX. Karsak is my name. KKWX is my empire. But today we are going to be doing a little bit of tarot. Yes, I did say tarot. We are back at doing tarot on Sundays. So if you would like to have your tarot reading, let me know and I will put you on the list. Evidently, I got the wrong one here. So, hi, Nightmare. Welcome in. There we go. Got the right one now. So, as you can see, we're having a little few issues. Anyway, it will work. Right. Yeah, all right. So there we go. How are you doing, Nightmare? I'm gonna take a wild guess what's in store, and I'm betting it's because chaos. Really? Okay. So, anyway, we are doing tarot today. And, if you would like to have your tarot read, let me know, and I will put you on the list. The list will be on the left-hand side because we are working with not only YouTube but Twitch. It will go based upon who says what first. We do have exclamation point join for our tarot, but it's just better if you say, yeah, I'd like to have a reading. And so, you're going to take a wild guess. Well, I think your guess will probably be right. I think it'll be right. What do you think? So, let's see here. Train chaos on Monday. That is for sure. That is for sure. We have not done tarot in a little while now. And that's basically because I had some real life issues where I had to deal with a loss of family. And I lost my mother. And so we haven't had to deal with, we haven't really had any energy to do tarot. But we do now. It's been a while. It's been over 6 months. Oh, not even that. It's been 4 months. But it's been enough. So we're back. We're going to do tarot, and I'm going to start it off with this. All right, so this is a collective reading in which everybody will find something in it. First things first. 7 of air is a eucalyptus. Now, eucalyptus is used often when you're doing massages for helping clear the air and things like that. It's used for relaxation of muscles, aromatherapy, things like that. However, I'm highly allergic to it because it just doesn't work for me. But what the eucalyptus also means is that you're supposed to respond with integrity and trust in reason, because this will give you direction. So, eucalyptus clears the lungs and allows for you to breathe again, once again. Hundreds of pounds of this plant material is used in 1 ounce of oil. So, basically, it's to clear the air, respond with integrity basically means that go tell your truths, because you need to start over with the person if you're having some bad blood. I like the smell of, weirdly enough, of the same dragon's blood. Yeah. Okay. So we clear the air, we let people know how we feel, and we start over. That's what that is. Now, for the four... Hi, Ocean Patriot. Welcome in. For the 4 of fire, this one comes up quite a bit. Elder is used a lot. Yeah, elderberries. 4. Elderberries is used for like a sweet remedy, and it heals the weakened body from invaders. It is good for when you're trying to keep yourself from having a cold, or it helps with the flu. It helps it break down the invaders so that you don't have to be sick. Elder in this tarot reading means to honor the beings who guard your places. Holy helpers guide you and lend you power. Make a little magic and stir up some ceremony. So, what does this mean? In our case, it means honor your elders. Hello, Mocking Mystic. Welcome in. If it's not going through, I'll put you on the list. Just 1 second. Because we do have YouTube as well. You are first. So very well. It's a Merc deck. No, it's not a Merc deck. Okay, so basically, elderberries are used to help with invaders. Honor your elders is basically what this is all about. Because they will guide you where you need to go. This is a collective reading, and then we will do yours, Mystic. Alright. The curandera of earth is the sweetgrass. Now, if you know what you think about sweetgrass works kind of like a normal grass. It's better looking and thrives when it is collected and pruned. Sweetgrass is used for a lot of ceremonies as well, especially in a lot of the Native American ceremonies. And I use it to do smudgings if I need to on my cards as well. What it is to remind us is that sometimes we need to keep an eye on things and prune what we don't need anymore so that we can flourish again. That's what that card means. Then we have the 9 of water, or peach. Now, peaches in the South tend to bring people together and allow for them to have parties. Peach cobbler, peach pie. These are all things that are used to bring us together. And this is... There we go. So the 9 of water, or peach, is actually for celebrating pleasures of life. And exactly what I'm saying is basically telling you to celebrate what you have. Have gratitude for your blessings, things like that. It's used for a lot of gatherings. I'm not a fan personally, but I hate peaches. Yes, but it is used for a lot of gatherings. And so I know you're from there. But it is true, right? It just sounds like I need to get back into voodoo to me. But yeah, so that's what the peach tree means also in this deck. Is it basically means spend some time with your company, with your family, enjoy and celebrate life as you have it. All right, this one here is the moon. Now the moon is in the center, it is your life. It is a combination of everything that is here. For this particular thing, it says when things are getting darkest, that we can look into the light. It also means, and this is just by me looking at it, and then I can tell you what more it says. But whenever I see that, it's basically, okay, so maybe things are not going as well right now. But if you see that there is a glimmer of light, things are going to get better. And that's exactly what this means. That while it could be better, it's not. I don't know if the other people are have done, but I definitely plan on waiting. Okay. I will give you a reading as well. Nightmare. There we go. All right. So, yeah, it's often talks about the darkest hour is often just before the dawn. And in this case, it's say there's a glimmer of hope. It is coming. It's not always going to be bad. Things are going to get better. And for me, that card is very important right now. I mean, I have lost somebody, and it was hard for me to get back into tarot if I didn't have the energy to make it. These, by the way, these right here, there's a reason I put them here today. They were my dad's. My dad was also a shamanistic practitioner. He's the one who taught me a lot of the stuff, but these were my dad's. So we have quartz. We have rose quartz. We have tiger eye. We have an amethyst somewhere around here. Yeah. This is an amethyst. Citrine. The dark blue is sodalite. The shiny black is hematite. And the tan brown is jasper. So, that's why those are important to me That's why I put them out there. Those were my dad's. Now, let's go ahead and start doing some readings here. You please bear with me. It's been a while, so I will do what I can to make everything work out for you. It is, though, for entertainment purposes only. And if you feel like you need to see a doctor, or you feel like you need to go to see a shrink, I am by no means your one stop for that. You go and do it instead of being stupid and waiting for somebody to tell you that you should. Okay. Let's begin. We welcome in the energies of earth, air, fire, and water. Let us create a life of beauty, reverence, and wonder. With each season, let us rejoice. Through every phase of the sun and moon, let us be in harmony. In every direction, shall we offer our love. All right, my friend, Mocking Mystic, could you please tell me what deck you would like to see? We do ask for one thing and one thing for sure, and that is that you please do follow. It does help. Follow or subscribe. The subscription for YouTube and follow for here on Twitch. I need to know your deck, your question that you may have, and then I'll go from there. So Mocking Mystic, if you are there, please let me know what you would like. The decks are the ones at the top. As you see that there are all kinds of decks there, including runes. While we're doing that, let me make sure that I see if why that is not working properly. Nope, it's not working properly. All right, we'll find out why. Supposed to be an extension. Doesn't always mean the extension works. Especially when they change it up again. There we go. Join with a message. That works. And then it's showing that it's on. That is open. And that is ready. Okay. Mystic, Mocking Mystic, are you still here? No. Alright, then Nightmare, it's you. If they come back, we'll be able to do it. But Nightmare Fang, what is your question? And what is the deck that you would like me to use? And runes are included. Decks can be Oracle, or they can be Tarot, or they can be runes. And you've seen me use runes before. And they've turned out to be very, very truthful. Even in a game. Yeah. Yeah. I've used them before in games, and it actually happened. In one of our several of our tabletops, that's happened. Yeah. So, which would you like? I suppose, what does the future of my fiance look like? And when I'm in pain, am I going to cause chaos? We already know you're going to cause chaos tomorrow. All right, let's see. Have you chose a deck, or do you want me to choose for you? Runes. Okay. So my runes are bones. That's another nickname for runes, by the way, are bones. But I had made these bones through going to... I didn't actually create them. I drew on them. These are bones that were from Joanne Fabrics a long time ago. And I just made them into something. And they've always seemed to be very interesting in how they work. So, I will close my eyes and I will pick out 3. It was your turn, and it is going to be your turn very right after this. Because we asked to see if you were here. Okay. So, be prepared. Mocking. Please look at all of those decks up there. Choose the one that feels right for you. I want to know what it is and what your question is. Interesting. You got the one that is empty. And you got this one. Okay. So what is the future of the 8th deck? Okay. Okay. Sure. We'll do the fairies. So the thing you were asking about, Nightmare, is what does the future with your fiance look like? Because you're in pain. Oh, pain is not a good thing. Hmm. That's interesting. It is shaping. It's shaping into something new and new. That's that's one thing. Be sure I get that right. There is this one right here. Do you see this? You're a pain in the butt? Yeah. Well, it is shaping into something new, though. This one here doesn't have anything on it. There's a reason why it doesn't have anything on it. Normally means that you have the power to decide what that it's shaping into. And then we have this one. Your key to your relationship continuing to go in a positive direction is absolutely going to be communication, but we already do that, right? However, the card also, the rune also says that communication is your key. It is shaping into something new. I'll pick out 3 more. Is there anything you want me to particularly look at? Mr. Pain in the Butt? Well, it looks promising. There is well-being in her doing so. It's awakening within her, but it's not opened yet. So that means her career hasn't clicked in for her yet. It's been rough. You just answered me. It's been rough, so it's there is some promise, but she's probably going to have to work a lot harder. And when I mean by work a lot harder, she might want to need to make some flashcards for the different things that she's trying to learn. And you can help her with those flashcards by taking a word or whatever is on the front side, and putting the answer on the back side, and she answers the 2 and it works out. This is how I learned when I was in college trying to deal with biology. Biology is a very huge portion of working as trying to become a nurse. So if she's having a rough time, that will help the best for her. Long story short, she was forced to take a month off because someone lied about her. And it's the case of she's going to have to repeat a year. Okay. Communication is another thing. So, yeah, if somebody's lied, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, good news is that for her nursing, it is going to become fruitful, and it's going to become it's going to be worth her while. Repeating a year will actually make her know more than what she might have known before it. While it's forced her a year, she will find more gratitude. She will also find that when she's learning a lot more. She will be pretty good at it. But her biggest key is she's got to have that communication. And that is the only way that it's going to be she's going to always need to be in communication. Communication is number one key right here. Without communication, both your relationship and her career will be done. Hi, Mocking Mystic. Welcome in. You are now. Okay, so there you go, Nightmare. But even though she's gonna be missing she's gonna have to redo a year, she will learn more in the long run from that year, because she will already have gotten an understanding of what first she's having to deal with, and she'll have an easier way of knowing how to handle the information, making it easier for her for the next time around. And in the long run, it will be worth it for her. Sadly, I can't stop people from being jerks. So, communication is always going to be the key between both her career and your relationship. Alright, Mystic. I'm gonna get the fairies out to get back into it next year. Yeah. She'll be able to. It's just gonna take some time. I got the fairies. What's your question? What's your question, Mocking Mystic? What should I do in my current situation? What is the universe main advice? Okay. We welcome in the energies of earth, air, fire, and water. Let us create a life of beauty, reverence, and wonder. Through each season, let us rejoice. Through every phase of the sun and moon, let us be in harmony. In every direction shall we offer our love. Ignorance is curable, but stupidity is terminal. Yes, this is true. All right, current situation. What is advice? All right, self-choice. General spirit. Here's your messages. All right, so I use what's called a hex core. And so choose which one you think fits your question. This tends to be what happens. We have general, which is just anything. Messages from your spirit. Yourself. I think this one's yourself. Yes. And the other one is choices. Which one works for you the best in answering your question? And then we'll go from there. Which one calls to you? We have spirit, self, choices, general, and the top right, this one. All right, so what do the spirits say to you? Well, let's find out. You already had a card fall out, so we will be using that card. But I'm going to split this up in 3, and I'm going to have you choose which deck or which part of the deck you would like to see. One more shuffle. Like I said, it's been a while. But we're getting there. We're getting there. All right. There's 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Two? Yeah, 2 it is. Okay. You spend some time detoxifying your life, taking out the new, or taking out the old that doesn't suit you and bringing in new. Spend some time relaxing. This is an opportunity for you to make some music, make some magic in your life. This is an opportunity that they're giving you to start working through some of that old dark shadow. They're also saying that there is a blessing they're about to give you, and that is a new opportunity. A new opportunity coming to you. They're telling you you need to be kind to yourself and to be patient. That it will take time for them to see it through. The opportunity will take time. While you're going through this new opportunity, you need to start making some friends. And the purpose to all of what's going on is that you are to awaken the true self of you. Now, if we were talking about a relationship, are we talking about a relationship, or are we talking about a position in life? A job? I'm not getting much from you today. Overall. All right. This is your time to get to know yourself a little bit more. They want you to get rid of the stuff that is not suiting you anymore. Overall. Everything. Hi. I will add you to the list. For some reason, the joining is not working properly. So I will add you to the list. Yeah, so they want you to get rid of what doesn't work for you. You're going to have a time when once you have done that, when you've gotten rid of all the stuff that doesn't suit you, you'll have room. You'll have what's holding you back. I think this is what's holding you back. I'll tell you about it in a second. Let me write you down, Light Seeker. What's holding you back is basically your inner child, your passions, or lack thereof, and getting rid of that toxic relationship, the toxic part. Now you have good things going on. Once you have actually gotten rid of that toxicity, you will actually be able to make some music, make some magic, and create yourself that new opportunity. You got to be kind to yourself. You cannot just assume that the universe is going to be able to help you if you don't help yourself. So find that inner child, find that passion, find that love that you have, and use it. Make some friends. Get out there. Get to know people. Make new friends. You gotta do it, because that is where you will find opportunities open up. How many times do people who are looking for jobs have to go and ask for references from their friends? If they don't have any friends, they can't make any references. So make some friends. And finally, be true to yourself. Awaken that true self. Awaken that passion that you have within. And make it happen for you. Because nobody's there gonna hold your hand. You gotta do it yourself. But first, the toxicity. Okay? I have some good news, though. There is some financial flow going to be happening. You're going to get something. Some money. I believe in a kind of a raise or in a new job. That opportunity is kind of huge for that. Yeah. But for all this to work out for you, you need to first get rid of what is not working for you. Get rid of the toxicity. Why does that feel like a relationship toxicity? Do you have a toxic relationship? Yep. Okay. So you need to remove yourself from that relationship, from that environment, so that you can move on. And sometimes that means leaving a job to move on to a new job that actually is better for you. I sense that you really need to move on and find that passion again. But once you've done the detox, that's when things will get better for you. Find your passion. Yes. What is your passion? Do you know what your passion is? What do you love? Music. Basically, what it says about music, it means to open up and make music, relax, because you were saying about music and magic. Once you leave that toxicity, that's when new opportunities will open. Music, make music is what I said. Music and magic, because that will help you to get to that new opportunity. Once you've left the toxicity, you open yourself up to new opportunities, new things to do for your life. And in this case, allows for you to become magical, musical. And music is magical. So go out there and use your passion. If your passion is music, use it. Music is yeah, you need to use it. You need to use it. That's the key. That will open up your opportunities and probably allow for your passion to flow. All right. Thank you for letting me read for you. Is there anything else you need? You're welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you again. All right, Light Seeker. We already did Nightmare, so it's your turn. What is your question? What is the deck you would like? You've been here before. You know how it works. I'm hoping you have a good day too. Yes, it is your turn, Lightseeker. Actually, I'm going to clear the air real quick. What is your question? What is your deck? We welcome in the energies of earth, air, fire, and water. Let us create a life of beauty, reverence, and wonder. With each season, let us rejoice. Through every phase of the sun and moon, let us be in harmony. In every direction shall we offer our love. This is for Lightseeker and only for Lightseeker. May I have a general on a lot going on lately, and that still the path is not clear. Yes, you may. Here's your general. Did you choose a deck? Any deck? Okay. I have a feeling we're going to have to do something about you personally. So this conversation requires a little bit of medicine woman. You're very welcome. As always, if a card falls out and then I use it, as long as it doesn't fall out quite a few of them at the same time. We do have a card that fell out. Just like I got initiated in Reiki healing. I was trying to balance my spiritual and material life. Okay. I did healing session today as well. And you feel drained a little bit? May I suggest you do one thing whenever you're doing any type of Reiki healing? That protection that I've told you over and over again to use. Make sure you use it. You feel good. Well, that's good. Oh, good. Excellent. Huh. That's interesting. All right. Okay, Lightseeker. I'm going to have you choose between 3 decks, like always. 1, 2, and why this one is smaller, I don't know. 3. I did tell you to get a teacher one time. I do remember that, and you did. Good. So 3 is calling you. Kind of makes sense, actually. It just decided to break up that way. With exactly 8 cards. Okay. This is good. There's going to be some challenges, though. You need to protect yourself. Emotionally, it can be rough for you. Time. Alright, so. You waited a long time for some of this to happen for you. And it's beginning. You've actually found what seems to be your calling. But you're going to have to protect yourself. Make sure you protect yourself. To start a new business stuff, I was hoping to balance these 2 lives. Good, because I think I have... I'm going to use all the cards to answer your question. Yeah, so you've had right here, this card right here is basically saying, yes, you need to find that balance, that protection, and you're gonna have to. And you're gonna have to balance the 2 lives. It's gonna be crazy, but it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be good for you. So take your time. This is also the Temperance card. Take your time in getting this to balance out. Don't expect it to happen all at once so quickly. It's gonna take time. Currently, you're in a good space. People are there willing to help you. People are there willing to communicate with you and to befriend you. This is a good space. Your teacher is helping you learn what you need to know for the future. That's this one as well. So this is your future. Your future is looking very bright, and it looks like this particular change in your life is going to serve you a long time. It's going to work out for you. And it's going to inspire the rest of your future. So definitely listen to your elders because they're teaching you a lot. The 8 of Arrows backwards. Now, I'm not liking that, but, you know, sometimes it... Okay. It's saying that you're not exactly able to figure out what you want in learning how to become a light seeker and learning how to be a healer. You're going to have to, because you're going to have to make a choice. And unfortunately, you are going to have to find a way to make it work. That's what this is saying. This is your challenge. Your challenge is finding that niche that you need to do. But you're just beginning, and it's just starting. And while you are while this is literally about change, what you wish to use for your healing besides Reiki. You want to use crystals? Do you want to go into massage therapy? Do you want to use stones? Because there are different ways to heal people. Reiki is just one. There you go. There you go. Make a choice is basically what that was. Because there are a lot of ways to heal people. And if you're too eclectic, people will not find you if they want that dish. If you are not eclectic, if you have more of a niche, you will find that people will stay with you a lot longer. All right, sunset. Things for changes. We already know things are changing, right? We already know things are changing. So, emotionally, things are going to change for you as well. You're going to have to protect yourself. That's where I said you're going to have to protect yourself. I'm glad you felt awesome. Because Reiki is an amazing thing. I do need to know that Reiki, for both the patient and for the client and for you, as I used to do Reiki, and I still do occasionally on myself, to make sure it goes right, you need to protect yourself, and you need to protect your client as well. Because if you have negative energy flowing into them, they will get worse. If you have, yes, that's what I'm asking. Not for protection, far as, using a gun. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking you to protect yourself with that meditation. Or a meditation of sorts. Where you shield yourself with the white light. Where you at least make it so that only positive energy is going into your client, and the negative energy is dissipating and transforming into positive energy. Okay. Still working. Let's see here. The last one we have is for your mental. 9. Well, that's not your last one. You have 4 more cards. Mental. Stay true to yourself. Stay 100% true to yourself. Because that is what will be the key for your success. Now, I did have other cards, so I will go through them with you. We have you're just starting out. This is a card that fell out. You are just starting out. So take your time and get to learn it properly. You have a lot of love that flows, and sometimes it may overwhelm you, which is again why you need to protect yourself. And you will feel that bliss, but you also may feel other things occasionally. Be careful with what you take in. Did I read the wrong one? 9 of Pipes. Okay. You're going to have to energize and your spirit, and so you can soar higher. Again, you're going to have to be true to your nature, to your field. And then this is the final card. This is the last card. And it goes to arrows. You're gonna need to envision a new future. In this case, it is saying you need to liberate what your old energies were and bring in the new ones. You do not want to take other people's energies in. In Reiki, you're supposed to give, yes. That's the accident that people often with Reiki do. They do take in the energies, and they should not. Because while you can transmute it to yourself, you should allow the actual light transmute it and not you. It's not about, don't pull it into yourself, because like why I was not doing tarot for a while is basically the reason why you should be careful as well. You have only so much energy to help others. If you pull in people's energy, or if you take it into yourself and you don't protect yourself, you will feel drained. And then you're not able to help as many people as you want or need to. And that is why things have been as it is, why I waited. I lost my mom. I had to deal with all of that state, and I just didn't have the energy to give to other people. You're going to need energy to give. don't over exert yourself. So I think what you have begun by getting yourself a person to teach you, you're getting an understanding of how it should be. This is your time to listen to your mentor, ask the questions you need to ask to get them answered, because they're important for your future. And I feel you are going to be helping a lot of people with yoga and with Reiki, and if you do any crystal healing, because I feel like crystal healing may be something you want to look into. You're going to find that you will help a lot of people, but you're also going to find yourself stressed. So protect yourself. You're very, very welcome, and thank you for letting me read for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Right. We're still open. I will be closing it off in less than an hour. But we're still open if somebody would like a reading. If not, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. I'm glad to be back. Energy is, one of those things you gotta be careful with. Just have to say that. I have a new deck, guys. I want to show you this deck. It's actually a very old deck. It's a deck that I've had forever. I just didn't know it existed until recently. I found it. And it's the Herb Tarot. So we're going to go through the Herb Tarot while we're waiting for somebody else to expect to have a reading. And I find it very interesting that it's been gone for so long, and yet it is one of the it's kind of funny that the one I use for the herb crafters is very similar to this one. The only thing is that it's a little bit risque. I will not show this, but these people are naked. Of course, we have the Devil card. And Dill for Page. Hawthorn. Now these are things that we don't have in the other one. The medicine wheel includes the slippery elm, licorice is the hermit, and this deck I've had for a long time. It's just not been around. It's just like disappeared while we were moving. I didn't even know I had it for at least 20 years, and I have it. So I was surprised. But we found it the other day when I was cleaning out the cabinet. And I was like, wait, that's a deck. And I checked to see if all the cards are there, and they're all there. So, yeah. We have the dark grapes. We have Ephrata, the 10 of Swords. Cinnamon, the King of Wands. Cascara Bark. I've never even heard of that. 4 of Pentacles. Yellow Dock, or some people would call it Golden Seal, I think. 2 of Pentacles. A poisonous herb. Knight of Wands. That doesn't sound good at all. A raspberry leaf. Queen of Wands. Marshmallow. The Queen of Pentacles. Yarrow. The Ace of Wands. Plantain. Justice. The White Yam. 10 of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. Whole grains. The Queen of Swords. The Lady Slipper. I'll have to learn what each one of these means. The Emperor. Atrakas Ladies. Alfalfa, King of Pentacles. Horsetail. The 5 of Cups. Golden Seal. Okay, so they have Golden Seal and the other one different. This is Judgment. Wild Ginger. 7 of Wands. Ginger. So you have Wild Ginger and Ginger. Raspberry Bark. The 9 of Wands. The 3 of Swords is Pleurisy Root. The Mug Root. 5 of Pentacles. Rhubarb. 7 of Pentacles. Trillium. 3 of Cups. At least they're putting water with water. Trillium is a very watery plant. Black Cohosh. 8 of Swords. Sage. The High Priest. Mistletoe. 5 of Swords. Page of Wands. Shepherd's Purse. Burdock. The 4 of Cups. These are definitely not like the herb crafters. Definitely not. Turmeric. The 5 of Wands. Echinacea. Now that one does make sense. Temperance. The 10 of Wands is the prickly ash bark. The fennel seed for 4 of Wands. The 6 of Cups is watermelon. The saw palmetto is the King of Cups. The 8 of Cups is gravel fruit. Trigalus is the magician. Uva Ursi is the 2 of Cups. Sassafras for 8 of Wands. Lotus for the Ace of Cups. Passion flower with the 2 of Swords. Elderflowers for the Death card. Peony for the High Priestess. Saffron for the three of Wands. I have no idea what this word is, but Camphany for Knight of Pentacles. The Tower is garlic. It smells bad. It tastes spicy. And yeah, garlic. Nine of Swords is Valerian. The wood Betony is Seven of Swords. Juniper berries, Seven of Cups. Two of Wands is Basil. Lemon balm is the Moon. We had the Moon show up in our one today. The Fool is ginseng. Angelica, the Sun. Hops, Six of Pentacles. Blue Flag, the Page of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Camille. Mullen, the Four of Swords. Marijuana, yes, this is marijuana, Ten of Cups. Lady's Mantle, Queen of Cups. Dong Quai, the Empress. Comfrey, the World. We have a few more. We have Cayenne for Strength. Wild Cherry Bark for the Knight of Swords. Saint John Sword for the King of Swords. Dominia for the Page of Cups. Gentilian for the Three of Pentacles. Squaw Wine for the Nine of Cups. Kelp for the Hangman. Sarsaparilla for the Knight of Cups. Vervian for the Six of Swords. Skullcap for the Star. And Cypress for the Chariot. Now, what was interesting about this set and the set that I use every time we do a collective reading is the collective reading is using ones you can actually find and work with on a daily basis for like healing and stuff. It is actually these type of flowers are used in cooking and in things that we actually have in our lives, whereas these cards are more wild, much more wild. They're also much older. but they're interesting. So, I don't know how they feel. They kind of feel a little bit strange. A little strange. Let's see what they will say to us collectively. Great Spirit, Mother Creator, bless this earth through my life. Source of all nourishment, we seek to replenish your sacred world. Guide us through these images and words and feelings within as we reach into the wholeness, and let all be known. I don't use that one very often. According to this, it has a little saying. The path of the herbalist is to open ourselves to nature in an innocent and pure way. She in turn will open her bounty and reward us with many valuable secrets. May the earth bless you. Hi there, Aranya. Welcome in. How are you doing today? All right, for our collective reading, I'm going to have out three. I'm going to do, I feel like I have to do four cards. So we'll do the collective reading. My name is Manu. I am studying the Masters in Botany. Please advise about my career, what to do with the next in my career. All right, let me write you on the list. I can do that. Do you know which deck you would like me to use? Okay. Well, it seems like if you're going to be talking about botany, maybe we should go with botany. So actually, you know what? I think we'll try these new cards and see what happens. How about that? Already had one card fall out for you. Alright, so you're studying Masters in Botany. Advice on your career. Well, I could tell you by telling you that I also have a Masters in Botany. Don't expect to be doing work with botany at the end. Other things will open up. Other types of jobs will open up. It's a good choice, to, but masters is one of those things that even though you have a master's, you may not get into the field that you want to be in. Lady, I will put you next. But this will be after Aranya. Welcome. All right. So just in actuality, be ready to be open to other fields besides botany. While you did get you're getting a master's in botany, more likely you'll be teaching if you decide to stay in the field. Otherwise, the chances are you will need to find a job with the ranger service, or you will end up working in wetlands delineation, which is what I tried to do. Could not get in. I ended up working actually for a construction company. I still used my botany skills, but I used more of the soil skills than I used the botany skills for. So I will say things will not all. You may want to get into botany. It may not open up for you. All right, let's do this. We're going to try these cards because they are a botanist type of card. And they make sense for you. Work path. We'll go with work path. Shut that down. Here we go. I'm gonna have use three piles, and I want you to choose which one you find opens up to you. 1, 2, or 3. Okay, 3 it is. If I butcher the names of these plants, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, so you did have a card that fell out too. Right. 2 of Swords, social. Really interesting. Okay. The Two of Swords is the passion flower. They tend to be used for insomnia and nervousness. So, what do we see here? I see that there is a struggle with an inner struggle with your equilibrium and trying to find the balance between what you truly love and what you truly know. Your self-acceptance and your inner peace. Acceptance of your weaknesses are also your strengths. So, what is this trying to say to you? This is trying to tell you that your future, yeah, no, that your social is, is that you need a balance between school and with your friends. You need to have that equilibrium that will help you out through. Don't put too much into friendship. Don't put too much into school, but put it equal. Give equal amounts. Don't overdo it for as celebrations or being with friends, but at the same time, do have some time. Because I know that having a master's in botany means you're going to be working your ass off. Having a master's in botany myself, I can tell you that it is going to be rough. You got to do this thesis. You have to prepare to follow what direction your professor tells you. And sometimes, I don't know if you're going to be, what type of thesis are you going for? That would be a very good help for you. My thesis was a wetland delineation. And actually, I worked in a fen for a while. And I walked around the fen, collecting each and every plant, putting them in the herbarium, making sure that each of them were properly identified, and then I wrote on what species were in that area. And then somebody would take that information and go on to doing their own thesis of something new. Hello, Queen of Cups. Welcome in. So, first things first, when you're going for a master's, is you are going to have to do a thesis. What is your thesis about? And in this case, you're going to have to juggle between what time you spend with people and what time you spend on work. That's what that's saying. Your future is looking bright, though. We have the Four of Cups, and it is burdock. Now, I will admit, this deck is new to me. Even though it is very old, it is new to me. I have not spent time with this deck in forever. And for some reason, it wanted to show up. And I think it's for you. Kind of funny, huh? How things happen. Alright, so burdock, as you know, is a diuretic. And it's an alternative for skin diseases and urinary disorders. You got to take control of your life. You need the strength to take control in order for you to get what you want. Without the knowledge, you will not get there. So be prepared to take control of your life. Be watchful. Listen to your professors. If your professor says this might not be the right thesis for you, change it. You have 2 years, approximately 2 years, to do your master's in. And if you're like me, something happens in your life, it will change to make you have to do something new. Do your best in adaptation, because it is important that you be adaptive, that you be willing to open yourself to more than just body. The Empress is all about, is where you should be focusing, and this is for, I have no idea how to say this name right, but it says Atracetalodes. Atracetalodes. Empress. This is your focus. The Emperor. Or the Emperor, not the Empress. Sorry. There it is. This root was used for digestion and increasing your energy, and that is something you're going to be needing. You're going to be needing to have as much energy as you can for what you're doing. And you're going to sometimes feel very bogged down with work, with schooling. This is your tendency to needing to find another set of balance, because this is all about balance. You are going to have to find balance, and it will be up to you on how it's done. Now, your weakness is Lady Slipper, which is the Queen of Swords. Okay. The Queen of Swords is used for pain and nervous afflictions. The Lady Slipper is used for pain and nervous afflictions back then. Okay. There is going to come a cost to the cost of the schooling is going to be part of it. There's going to be a cost that you're going to have for people that you spend time with, that you will have to choose often what is more important to you. That's your cost. That is also your challenge and your weakness. You have the capability, though, to make the proper decision. That's what kept you in bachelor's. That's what kept you from from not being able to get your bachelor's degree. So you have the opportunity. You have the ability. The next one is where you stand right now. You're just starting out. The Page of Wands. You're starting out. You're just getting to learn what you need to know. So spend time with those professors. And if you have questions, use them to your best ability. That is what they're there for. They may not think they're always there for that, but they are. And where you stand is you are just getting started. You just opened the floodgates to learning. Okay? This is the Shepherd's Purse. The world is opening up to you. So use that time to get to know your professors and whatnot, and you'll be all right. Your strength is you're doing what you love. I'm not going to show you this card completely. It's called the Lover's card, but you're doing what you love, and that's the great thing. That is where your passions lie. Keep doing it. Be open, but keep doing it. All right. I have another card, and I think I'm going to turn over that card that I put on top of the Lovers as well. The Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, and this is the Lotus. Lotus is definitely a water plant. It's used for bleeding and for premature ejaculation, urination. It is used for basically your root chakra. You absolutely love working here. And this is your passion. It is most definitely your passion. And it is going to make you successful. Because you know a lot about it. So don't be so nervous about the fact that you've made this decision to go for your master's. Find the inner joy that you have already in doing that work. But also be ready to change if you need to. Dill. Dill and the Page of Swords. You have gotten all 3 pages, by the way. You've gotten the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Swords, all telling you that things are opening up for you, and it's all new for you. The only one you didn't get was the... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. The only one you did not get was the Page of Pentacles, which it's kind of makes sense that you wouldn't get that one right off because of the fact that it's about money. And working in botany is not always about money, that's for sure. Yes, I actually do have a master's, Aranya, in botany and wetland delineation and in biology. or I did at one time. Um, I recently, well, 2012, I started having problems. Um, 2015, I stopped having a job. So this has basically become what I do. I am disabled. But more power to you if you are able to get into the field. It's kind of congested, so you'll have to be careful with what you do with it. Okay. The Page of Swords is telling us that we need to be adventurous. And for your thesis, you need to be adventurous. You are going to need to move swiftly to that goal to sweep all your obstacles away. And I believe that you can do it. You have the power to do so. So that is your reading. Any questions you may have? So I do feel like this deck kind of wanted to come out for you because I haven't seen it in over 20 years. It's been about then when I got my master's. So it kind of fits. But thank you. Can you please suggest to me which career options are best for me other than botany and doing a PhD? I have found that even though I was in botany, I spent a lot of time in soils, and I ended up becoming a soils engineer and worked for a construction company where they would have me learn how to do LOIs and hydrometers, Atterbergs, and things like that, and learned what soil is best for people to build on and what soils are best to be used to keep from having a sinkhole, a building from sinking into the ground. And this particular job is open everywhere. So you can still have some understanding of botany, especially working in construction, because they got to know what soils are important. Because if you have too much clay, or if you have too many organics, they're going to start to fall into the ground, and it basically can ruin a building. I was lucky in the sense that when I was working as an engineer, I was able to work on places that you probably have heard of, like the Colts Stadium. And I worked on things like one of the Walmarts, and actually on one of the Indiana Capitol building and things like that. They get a sinking feeling, yeah. So things like that you can actually do some pretty important stuff even working as a soils engineer. So I would suggest, since you're going to be in botany anyway, learn a bit more about soils. The jobs are out there for that. 100%. You will find jobs in soil working for construction companies, for engineering companies, and they will find that your geotechnical understanding will be better for you. So I would suggest you learn a little bit about soils, you learn about geotech, and there you go. That is a good opportunity for you, opposite of just going into botany. Botany is a good start. If you're willing to go into botany, you're probably going to have to become a professor. But if you're willing to take your master's degree outside of the field you'll have a lot more open up for you. I should know, like I said, I've actually had a degree in that. So I hope that helped. Anyway, Lady Paw, it is your turn. You got an idea to cause chaos? What idea did you just decide? Tell me more about why does many people not generally like you? Sure, we can do that. Let me see what will work the best. That might work. Oh no. That is some chaos right there. You're asking for Howl to come back? Oh my gosh. Alright. Okay. We welcome in the energies of earth, air, fire, and water. Hello. Let us create a life of beauty, reverence, and wonder. With each season, let us rejoice. Through every phase of the sun and moon, let us be in harmony. In every direction shall we offer our love. This is for Lady Paw. Lady Paw, let's go ahead and use this one. Relationships, because you want to know why people don't like you. Do you know which deck you would like me to use? I feel like crystals are probably a good idea for you. They deal with not only relationships, but with business opportunity. So I think this will be important for you. Why do you want to know why people don't like you? These are oracle cards. I'm going to close the queue within the next 5 minutes. So if you want a reading, you need to join the queue. Thank you for joining the queue, Phantom. I will add you on the list. You'll be right after a Lady Paw anyway. Alright, I'm closing the list. Okay, it is now closed. Right. You're bringing back Hal. Lovely. Alright. This is for Lady Paw and only for Lady Paw. The activity and low vibrations are out of these cards. This is just for Lady Paw. Lady Paula would like to know why they don't like her. Card. Card fell out. We'll look at it in a second. One, two, three. Choose which one fits for you. Two. Got it. Drama. Okay. We'll find out what that means in a second. All right. So the connection that you have with these other people. Your relationships with them are going to change over time. You'll definitely be recognized, and you'll finally accept your role of what you are to be. You need to be brave and acknowledge your mistakes. Do not be the narcissist who thinks that they know it all. Because if you do, they will not like you. But be willing to be open. And be willing to acknowledge any mistake you're making. Advice. Raw Morganite. This is 46. Sometimes you're a little bit sensitive. Little too sensitive. You may see things that you don't actually, are not actually there, because you're feeling it within yourself. Use a little bit of gentle assertiveness, not over assert, to conserve your resources and avoid the drama battles that are out there. People who are wounded may not appreciate you, and they will set boundaries against you. Express the strength of vulnerability and be willing to be honest with them. Okay? We there so far? Selenite. Selenite is used a lot for clarity. So are they honest with you? Relationships deepen over time. They have to learn to trust you. Allow the truth to shine through. Recognize your ability to become fluid around them. Communicate. Sometimes you may not want to do something, and you still should. Put your energy into what you do want instead of what you don't want, but at the same time, be willing to do what you don't want to make something work. If they do not want to communicate, you cannot force them to communicate with you. You can only be yourself and stay out of the drama. Because drama is the one thing that people will hate. Some people thrive on it. I don't know why, but they do. Alright, connection. $15. Celestite. Again, it's about communication. You have to communicate. The only way you're going to get a relationship to work is if you communicate, and that's with any relationship you have. And if they don't want to communicate, you cannot have them. It's kind of like a horse. You can't make them drink, but you can bring them to the water. You can try to talk to them. This is why I said there's something about drama in this relationship that you're having with these people. Blue Agate is telling you to stay out of the drama. Because if you stay out of the drama, that will make it a whole lot easier for you to become more involved and in other ways and have communication. You get into that drama, you start becoming part of that drama, all bets are off. Anyway, that was the card that actually fell out. It's the drama that is the problem. Chrysicola motives. Once again, it's about communication. You have to have the right speech. You're going to have to be a little bit careful at first. You're going to have to, I know you may fear telling the truth, but practice telling the truth and respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, if you don't love yourself, why should anybody else? And if you do, does it make sense to you? Stay out of the drama. Drama is the communication killer. And you need to respect yourself. You need to love yourself before anybody else will. But I will tell you what, the emerald did show up. Okay? So that means there is a possibility for things to get better for you. And the emerald is about the fact that there can be a relationship, a good relationship. It may not be right now, but if you express caring for others, they will care for you. So, honestly, follow the golden rule. That is what can make or break a relationship if you do not follow the golden rule. Do you know what the golden rule is? Do unto others as you wish to have done unto you. that help at all? Stay out of the drama, because the drama is going to kill you and any relationship you have if you stay in it. Always follow the golden rule. It's the one thing that I believe immensely that people should do unto others as they wish to be done unto them. You will find that this is the way I am with all my relationships. And it's best to stay out of drama, don't talk about politics, and stay out of religion with people. Well, at least respect yourself. You can't have them just love you. They have to come to it for themselves. But stay out of the drama, because there's no need for drama. Phantom Hook, you're next. If you are still here, we are going to go ahead and do you. Is there anything else you need, Lady Paw? Or did that help at all? Sure. That's a general. Yeah, that's general, for sure. Because people are jerks. At least some people are jerks. And sometimes they don't care to be anything but jerks. But if you're the better person, then in the long run, you will feel better about yourself. The drama can foul up things so fast, it isn't funny. Alright, do you know which deck you want, Phantom? The decks are at the top of my page. If you see that there's a cat, there's Cat Tarot, there's the Crystal, which I just did. There's the Fairies, the Medicine Wheel, the Star Seed. You want the Cat Tarot? A lot of people love the Cat Tarot. They love it. Yes, they love the Cat Tarot. I love the Cat Tarot. I used this one so much when I was doing it before. And yes, I am back. It is on Sundays, no longer on Fridays, that we're going to be doing tarot readings. It is a very solid deck. I love this deck. Now, if you haven't noticed, I use plants, animals, and native stuff. Plants, animals, and crystals. I don't really go with any others, because I feel connected to nature. Oh, okay. Who's been stressing themselves out lately? Like tearing up the carpet. That's a card that fell out, by the way. It feels like you've been stressing yourself out lately. You haven't been too stressed? I have to beg to differ with two cards following the same thing. We'll see. Okay, that's enough. Stop throwing cards at me, please. Thank you. One, two, or three. When you don't have cigarettes. I could see that. One, two, or three. Three. Come on, pick up. Thank you. Well, the future's bright. Again, with the stressing out. Good grief. Emotional. Mental. Alright, so your past. Past is called the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. This poor kitty is trying to get her food. Cannot seem to do so. Feel like they're stressed out because things are not going the way they wanted to. But they're willing to play to make it work. This queen is not happy, and sometimes she's a little greedy and self-serving. Unsuccessful in this manner. Change your perspective and things will go better. Makes sense for money? Yeah. So you need to change your perspective. Yeah. That's kind of interesting. Alright, so this one here. The six, I think it's the Six of Pentacles. We're dealing with Pentacles right now. Seems like when you have money, it's only so long in your hands before you lose it. Unfortunately, the universe can give and take away. So this feels like you're living just to live. Hi, Luna. Welcome in. We have closed the queue because I have one more person to read. But I will read. I will be here every Sunday from now on. Unless I have to go on a trip. Yep. Those bills. Those bills. Every bit of your money is going to those bills. But your future is looking up. Remember when I said that your future is looking up? It is. It's showing that there's the Ace of Cups. Which means you may not have a whole lot of money, but you got a whole lot of love coming your way. Thank you for being here. Brighter days ahead, yeah. Your cup of love is going to spill over. So the matters of the heart is going to go, it's going to get really well for you. In your near future, something, as far as like someone, is going to come into your sights, and you're going to enjoy their company. And this will start your life going another direction. This is the new change in you. Do not stress out. Do not stress out. This is your problem. This is your weakness. This is your challenge. And it's why all 3 cards that I just ended up getting out of nowhere keeps telling me you need to not stress out. So let me tell you about the world. Yes, you should meditate more. You feel like something is missing in your life. Like something you have maybe avoided or overlooked is causing a lack of closure. And you're kind of stressing on it. Like you need to do this closure. You're going to have to make a choice. Emotionally, it's going to be a huge choice. You're either going to have to play with the bird and eat the bird, or eat the food that is already in front of you. You could go for the new thing, or you can go for what you already know. And finally, mentally, you're going to be jumping off hoops. Yeah, you need to be a little bit more calm, a little bit less stressed out. I sense a fear and confusion and unhappiness of where you are right now. But the thing is about the moon is things change. The moon, also found in the collective reading that we had this morning. I would suggest you go see it after. Go to my YouTube if you haven't already been part of the YouTube. Here is my YouTube info. Also, I'll give you my Discord info. And we're always there. We're always on that. I play games, but on Sundays I'm going to be doing tarot. There you go. So, all I ask is that people follow or subscribe to me. Appreciate it. As far as this goes, though, the moon is telling you that there is change coming, and it's coming in a good way. Right now, it's not looking so good, but it will happen. Things will change, but you need to stop stressing. You need to take some time to meditate, to rest, and not tear your claws into the carpet. Don't worry, be happy. Not everything goes your way. And if you stress, things will not go your way. I sense that there's a relationship with you that is not going the way you want it either. They're not listening to you. And it's giving you that thinking that you may want to change. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't feel like they're going to listen to you either. You may do everything in your power to try to make them love you, but it doesn't always happen. This card was upside down. I'm going to show it to you. This cat is crying over the spilled food. Even though this person loves them, it's not going to happen. You just need to let them go. Yep. That is the answer. Let them go. Let the toxicity be out of your life, and so that you can not stress over it. And move on. And I think that's also where this is coming from. On to the new. You're making a choice, and you've made that choice. Does that help you in any way, shape, or form? If you're not happy, you do need to move on. Great. Guys, that's it. That's all we're doing for today because, well, that's a lot of energy for me. Starting out. It was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed my father's crystals. Yes, my father used to have crystals. Found that when we were looking through all the stuff that he had, that mom and dad had. Yeah. And I've had a good time. Energy is now depleted, so I need to take a break. Yeah. My dad is the one who kind of started me on this journey. But my mother was one who tried to stop me from going the journey. So it's always been that I have to make a choice, and it's kind of sad. I love my mom. I loved my dad. My mom, well, she was a Christian, and she didn't believe in any of us. My dad was Native American, full-blooded. So I had to deal with the change, having to deal with that. They stayed together until he died. So it's not because they were divorced, but it's definitely been a stress for me of whether or not should I do this, should I not do this, when should I do this, is tarot the right thing to do? It's always been something that I've stressed about, and I have to let go, and I have to have the energy to be able to do people's readings, because otherwise I'm taking from myself, and that's not good. And those of you who are already into this and do this for other people, you would understand that if you don't have the energy, you shouldn't do it. I even protect myself, and I still feel the energy drain or the energy changes. Because of an empath, it becomes that way. So I hope I helped. Again, it is for entertainment purposes. However, I do believe in it. My father did teach me what he could, and then I learned the rest on my own. Yeah, it can be rough, because if you put all your energy into it, you literally can just lose out. You can feel exhausted and wanting to go take a nap. So you will often find people who are doing tarot only do it for like 2 hours. on average. Sometimes they'll do for a little bit more, sometimes they'll do it for less. But it is difficult when you have already a depletion of energy like I do with my lymphedema, that I cannot go those extra hours, you know? So. But I'm glad you all were here and let me read for you. It was a lot of fun. And we'll do it next Sunday. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, guys. I'm gonna do I want to raid? Oh, absolutely. Feel free to. Feel free to. I don't know if I want to raid or not. I'm tired. And raiding requires you to at least say hi. Okay. Let's see. Oh wow, there is nobody in tarot either. That's interesting. I think we'll just call it. Yep, guys. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.